It's 2 a.m. You're fast asleep, and suddenly you feel it. That familiar weight on your chest. Your cat has claimed you once again. But here's what most people don't know. When your cat sleeps on you, they're not just getting comfortable. They're sending you a message so profound that scientists have spent years trying to decode it. Today, we're revealing the hidden meaning behind why cats choose to sleep on their humans. And I promise you, by the end of this documentary, you'll never see your sleeping cat the same way again. Because what they're actually doing goes far deeper than you ever imagined. Cats sleep an average of 15 to 16 hours per day. That's roughly 2/3 of their entire life spent sleeping. During those vulnerable hours, when their guard is down and they're at their most defenseless, they make a critical choice. Where to sleep? For wildcats, this decision can mean the difference between life and death. The wrong sleeping spot could leave them exposed to predators, to danger, to the unexpected. But your house cat? They've inherited that same survival instinct, that same careful calculation. And when they choose to sleep on you, on your lap, on your chest, curled up against your legs, they're making one of the most significant decisions a cat can make. They're choosing trust over caution, comfort over safety, you over everything else. But the reasons why go far beyond simple affection. Science has uncovered at least 7 distinct reasons cats sleep on their humans, and each one reveals something remarkable about the bond between cats and people. Let's start with the most obvious reason, but one that's more important than people realize: warmth and comfort. Cats are heat-seeking creatures by nature. Their ancestors came from desert climates in the Middle East, where temperatures stayed consistently warm. Even though domestic cats have lived with humans for thousands of years, they still carry that biological preference for warmth deep in their DNA. A cat's normal body temperature ranges from 100.5 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. That's noticeably warmer than the average human body temperature of 98.6 degrees. To maintain that higher body heat, especially while sleeping when their metabolism slows down, cats actively seek out warm surfaces. And what's warmer than a living, breathing human body? Your body generates consistent, reliable heat. When your cat curls up on your lap or chest, they're not just being cute, they're regulating their body temperature in the most efficient way possible. Research from the University of Lincoln found that cats prefer sleeping surfaces that are between 86 and 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body temperature falls perfectly within that ideal range. But here's where it gets more interesting. Cats don't just choose any warm spot. They could sleep near a heater, on a sunny windowsill, on a heated blanket. Yet they specifically choose you. Why? Because warmth alone isn't the full answer. There's something else happening here, something more complex and deeply emotional. That brings us to the second reason: security and safety. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. They hunt smaller animals, yes, but they're also vulnerable to larger predators like coyotes, eagles, and even other cats. This dual nature creates a constant state of alertness in cats. They can never fully let their guard down, except when they feel absolutely, completely safe. When your cat sleeps on you, they're telling you something profound. They're saying, "I trust you with my life." Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can be in. Slower reaction times, reduced awareness, complete exposure. A sleeping cat in the wild is a potential target. But your cat has decided that when they're with you, they don't need to worry. You are their protection, their safe zone. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Behavioral Processes found that cats sleeping near their owners showed significantly lower stress hormone levels compared to cats sleeping alone. The presence of a trusted human actually changes a cat's neurochemistry, flooding their system with calming hormones like oxytocin while reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. Your cat isn't just physically comfortable on you, they're emotionally at peace. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: territorial behavior and ownership. Yes, you read that correctly. When your cat sleeps on you, they're also claiming you, marking you as their property. And they're doing it in a way that's invisible to human eyes, but crystal clear to other cats. Cats have scent glands located all over their bodies, in their cheeks, their paws, the base of their tail, even between their toes. When your cat rubs against you, kneads you with their paws, or curls up on your lap for hours, they're depositing pheromones all over you. These chemical markers are like a signature that says, "This human belongs to me. Back off." To other cats, you smell distinctly like your cat. And when your cat sleeps on you for extended periods, that scent becomes even stronger, more concentrated. It's a territorial claim that other animals can detect, even if you can't. This behavior comes from their wild ancestors, who would mark their territory, their food sources, and even their favorite resting spots with scent to warn off competitors. But here's what makes this behavior so touching. Your cat doesn't just see you as territory to claim. They see you as part of their family unit. In multi-cat households, cats who are bonded will often sleep together in what researchers call a cat pile. They're sharing warmth, yes, but they're also reinforcing social bonds and creating a group scent that identifies them as family. When your cat sleeps on you, they're including you in that family unit. You're not just their owner, you're their kin. Then there's the bonding and affection factor, which ties directly into what we just discussed, but goes even deeper. Cats are often stereotyped as aloof, independent, emotionally distant. But recent research has completely shattered that myth. Cats form deep, genuine emotional bonds with their humans, and sleeping together is one of the primary ways they express and strengthen that bond. A study from Oregon State University revealed something fascinating. They found that cats form attachment styles with their owners that are remarkably similar to the attachment styles seen in human children with their parents. Secure attachment, anxious attachment, even avoidant attachment. And cats with secure attachment to their owners showed a strong preference for sleeping near or on their humans. Why? Because physical closeness during sleep releases oxytocin in both the cat and the human. Oxytocin is often called the love hormone because it's associated with bonding, trust, and affection. When you and your cat sleep together, you're both experiencing a neurochemical bonding process. Your cat isn't just tolerating your presence, they actively enjoy it, they crave it. And sleeping on you is their way of maintaining and deepening that emotional connection. Now we get into some truly remarkable territory. Reason number 5. Cats can sense when you're sick or emotionally distressed, and they sleep on you to provide comfort and healing. This isn't just anecdotal evidence from devoted cat owners. There's actual science backing this up. Cats have extraordinarily sensitive senses. Their hearing is 3 times more acute than human hearing. They can detect frequencies up to 64,000 Hz, while humans max out around 20,000 Hz. Their sense of smell is 14 times stronger than ours, and their ability to pick up on subtle changes in body language, breathing patterns, and even body temperature is remarkably refined. When you're sick, your body goes through measurable changes. Your temperature might rise. Your breathing becomes shallower or more labored. You move differently. You smell different, because illness changes your body chemistry. Your cat notices all of this, and research suggests that cats respond to these changes by staying closer to their humans, often sleeping on or near them more frequently than usual. There are countless documented cases of cats detecting serious illnesses in their owners before doctors did. Cats who suddenly became obsessed with sleeping on a specific area of their owner's body, only for that person to later discover a tumor in that exact location. Cats who refused to leave their owner's side in the days before a heart attack or stroke. While we don't fully understand the mechanism, the pattern is undeniable. Cats can sense when something is wrong. But it's not just physical illness. Cats also respond to emotional distress. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats altered their behavior significantly when their owners were sad, anxious, or upset. They approached more frequently, vocalized differently, and stayed physically closer. When you're going through a difficult time emotionally, your cat knows. And sleeping on you is their way of offering comfort, presence, and support. There's also the purring factor. We all know cats purr when they're content, but purring serves another purpose. The frequency of a cat's purr, typically between 25 and 150 Hz, has been shown to promote healing in bones and tissues. It's called purr therapy in some veterinary circles. Some researchers believe cats purr not just to soothe themselves, but also to soothe and heal their humans. When your cat sleeps on you and purrs, they might literally be trying to heal you. Let me share a story that perfectly illustrates the depth of this behavior. A woman named Rachel from Ohio had been battling severe depression for months. She lived alone, struggled to get out of bed most days, and felt completely isolated from the world. Then one rainy afternoon, a scrawny, muddy stray cat showed up on her porch, meowing persistently at her door. Rachel wasn't even a cat person. She'd never owned a pet in her life. But something about this cat's determination moved her. She let him in, fed him some tuna, and figured he'd leave once the rain stopped. He didn't. That night, as Rachel lay in bed staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep as usual, the cat jumped onto her bed. He walked up to her chest, circled twice, and settled directly over her heart. Rachel said she felt the weight of him, the warmth, the steady rhythm of his purring, and for the first time in months, she cried. Not sad tears, but something else. Relief, maybe, or recognition. This cat, who had every reason to be fearful and mistrustful after living on the streets, had chosen to trust her completely, had chosen to sleep on her, had chosen her. From that night forward, the cat, who she named Oliver, slept on her chest every single night. Rachel started getting out of bed earlier because Oliver needed to be fed. She started opening the curtains because Oliver liked to look out the window. She started taking walks because Oliver enjoyed sitting by the door, watching the world outside, and it inspired her to actually go outside herself. Slowly, almost without realizing it, Rachel's depression began to lift. Not because Oliver was some magical cure, but because his nightly ritual of sleeping on her chest gave her something to look forward to. A living creature who depended on her, who trusted her, who chose her every single night. 2 years later, Rachel credits Oliver with saving her life, and every night, without fail, Oliver still sleeps on her chest, purring steadily as if to say, "I'm here. You're not alone. We're in this together." Now let's address something practical. Why does your cat choose specific spots on your body? Because they do. Some cats always sleep on the chest. Others prefer the lap. Some curl up by the feet or nestle into the crook of your arm. Is there meaning behind these choices? According to researchers, yes. Cats who sleep on your chest are seeking maximum closeness and heart-to-heart contact. They're listening to your heartbeat, which some behaviorists believe reminds them of their mother's heartbeat from when they were kittens. It's the most intimate sleeping position a cat can choose, and it indicates the deepest level of trust and bonding. Cats who sleep on your lap are displaying affection while maintaining a bit more independence. They want to be near you, but they also want the option to leave easily if needed. Lap sleepers tend to be confident, secure cats who love their humans, but also value their autonomy. Cats who sleep at your feet are often more cautious or protective by nature. They're close enough to be near you, but positioned where they can keep watch and react quickly if needed. This doesn't mean they love you less. It means their personality leans toward being a guardian, a protector. And cats who sleep curled against your side or in the crook of your arm, they're seeking warmth and security while staying out of your direct space. These cats tend to be more sensitive to movement and may have been startled awake in the past, so they choose positions where they feel safe but won't be accidentally disturbed. So what does it all mean when your cat sleeps on you? It means they've chosen you in every possible way a cat can choose someone, for warmth and comfort, for safety and protection, to claim you as theirs, to bond with you emotionally, to sense when you need support and provide it, and to be as close to you as possible during their most vulnerable hours. Every night that your cat curls up on your lap, stretches across your chest, or settles by your feet, they're making a decision, a conscious choice. And that choice is you, not the other person in the house, not the warm blanket, not the sunny spot by the window. You. In a world where cats are constantly stereotyped as indifferent and emotionally detached, the simple act of a cat sleeping on you is one of the most powerful expressions of love, trust, and connection they're capable of giving. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, but it's real, it's profound, and it's happening every single night in millions of homes around the world. So the next time your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m. by plopping down on your chest, or when they interrupt your movie by claiming your lap, remember what's actually happening. You're not being inconvenienced, you're being chosen. You're being loved, you're being trusted with something precious, a cat's complete and total vulnerability. And that, more than anything else, is the hidden meaning behind why cats sleep on you. It's not just about warmth or comfort, it's about love. Pure, quiet, unshakable love. If this documentary changed the way you see your cat, share it with another cat lover who needs to hear this message. And tonight, when your cat chooses you once again, take a moment to appreciate what that really means. Because in their simple, silent way, they're telling you something beautiful. You are my safe place. You are my family. And I choose you. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to see more deep dives into cat behavior and the science behind why they do what they do, make sure to subscribe. We're just getting started, and there's so much more to uncover about the incredible bond between cats and humans.